Hello everybody and welcome back to some modded Enter the Gungeon. We're jumping in again. We're going to buy the shaft grenades and jump in for a paradox run. I do realise, of course, I still have the bullet to unlock, but this time at least I know how to unlock him. So some of the geniuses over in the Mod the Gungeon Discord figured out that it's to do with basically your FPS. They have something tied to your frame rate, meaning that if you have a high refresh rate or a high frame rate, it takes significantly longer for the Caped Bulletkin to spawn, and because I have a really powerful PC and my game is running at like 500 FPS, it essentially means that it's taking like several minutes before they disappear rather than the regular like minute and a half. So basically, after this episode, I'm going to do some investigating and see if I can cap my frame rate in the game in order to make that easier so that I can effectively unlock the bullet. And I'll probably just have him unlocked in the next episode. You guys know the process. You know that I'm not cheating as such. I kind of am, but I've seen all the required bulletkin now. I've waited for them for long enough. You know how it goes. Either way, we are going to jump in. By the way, just speaking to these guys, give us anything? No, okay. Let's jump in. As always, I will say at the start of this episode, if you do enjoy the series, please make sure to give it a like and comment. I love reading the comments. Also, I tried out those audio comments. Kind of interesting. I can leave like voice note replies to you guys now, which is interesting. Oftentimes I won't, because usually when I reply to comments, I'm in a public place. I won't say all the time, but sometimes. I often do it like while I'm on my way somewhere, or like traveling in a bus, car, whatever. But sometimes I do it in the morning, so we'll see. But yeah, and of course, sub if you're enjoying too, because that also makes me happy to see the number go up. But of course, we're still playing Christmassy. Let's take a little look-see at what we've got going on here. We have ourselves the accelerator. The projectile is a remarkable weapon stuck at the speed right out. What? Suck? Wait, what? The projectiles of this remarkable weapon suck the speed right out of enemy bullets. Interesting. Reverse engineering from vampires. Okay. Nice. And then we've also got the Chance Effigy. Chance can drop bonus supplies, hailing from the same ludicrous sect who forged the key bullet effigy. Their religious rites, while inclusive of Chancekin, rarely focus on them as they are perceived as the lesser spirit. It's actually a pretty decent D tier to have so early on. This thing, we got 210 ammo for it, and I'm guessing it does exactly what it says. It's going to increase in bullet speed when it passes through enemy bullets. That's what I'd imagine based on the description, and I'm betting that I'm probably right on that. And maybe it increases with damage as well. Oh my god. Okay, yeah. So when we shoot through an enemy's bullet, it slows it down, and it gives our bullet more speed, which is great, but also quite dangerous, because I feel like the predictability of knowing what's going to happen with bullets is ideal, and this is maybe not so ideal on certain boss fights. I feel like having the potential to fill the room up with idle projectiles that are just like quad laser speed moving along might actually be worse. So it might be something that we end up not really using on boss rooms all that much. Can we just appreciate the absolute skill that I just demonstrated there with that dodge? That was such a masterful dodge. Like, I don't even know how that just felt like it just happened. Oh god, that's actually a mimic. Wasn't expecting that. Yeah, so like slowed bullets are like kind of, I don't know, not great. It's useful because obviously it means you don't have to deal with them, like, directly, but also in certain situations, yeah, it could be worse. We've got the electric rifle. A small compact rifle that appears to run on electricity rather than ammunition, hoping that means it's infinite ammo. Another weapon of shockingly amazing engineering despite its appearances. It tends to shock you occasionally, which is a bit annoying. Oh, this is a League of Legends item. So this is actually someone that's been asking me to use their mod for a little bit, but they recently did a fairly big update that added proper descriptions to the Ammonomicon, which is what I was waiting for. So it's pretty cool to see that. Let's see what this thing's like. Okay, so it's not infinite ammo, which, to be fair, would be kind of crazy. So I'm not exactly surprised. But it's got like beam ammo, but it fires like a sort of a burst by the looks of it. I'm interested. This seems like it could be really, really good. By the way, I have never played League of Legends in my life because I'm not a heathen. No, it's not really a laser. It's just like traces with the bullet. But pretty ammo efficient though. But yeah, I'm not a heathen, so I've never played League of Legends, so I'm not going to understand these references. And to those of you that do understand the references, shame on you. Shame on you. I know very little about that game, but all I know is literally everyone that plays it hates it. And everyone that plays it tells you to never start playing it, because you'll never stop. And then all streamers that play it are usually huge dicks. So, that's all I really know about the game. Don't think I need to know much more than that to know that I shouldn't try playing it, even though, from the gameplay I've seen, it is kind of my style of game, but I wouldn't exactly say that. It's got elements about it that I like, but from the short amount of gameplay that I've seen, but yeah, it's not convincing me to start in any way, shape, or form. Do not worry. I think this is going to be much better as our room clearer, because it does pretty good damage. I'm assuming the bullet speed potentially increases its damage as well. I don't know that for sure, but I don't know. I feel like it does. It's such a weird gun, because yeah, like I said, it's so good and bad. I feel like if the bullets died out faster, it would be very good, but then again, it might be quite overpowered if they did, so that's probably the reason they don't. It is only a B tier at the end of the day. It can't be too good. Ooh, Sling is perfect for us here. Of course, Sling being one of the D tier weapons from the base game that is just insanely good at killing bosses for some reason. I think it's a reference to like some sort of myth. Is it like what's the story? Summit versus Goliath. David versus Goliath. Is it that he like shoots a slingshot into the Goliath's eye or something and blinds him into the Cyclops or whatever? And this is like a reference to that because we're fighting Goliaths and the fact that the bosses are much bigger than us. That's what. Do you know what? I'm gonna see if that is the case. If it says anywhere in here, I don't think I've read this before. It doesn't say anything specific, but I feel like that's definitely what it is. But maybe I'm just completely making that up. Ooh, very nice. We'll open that straight up. And we got malediction rounds. You know it. You love it. We've seen it before. Oh, wow. Okay. Backup gun is obviously a pickup here. This is a little bit sketchy because it does mean we might not be able to go to the thingy floor, but you know what? Let's go to the Abbey. Let's skip out on Oubliette unless we get another key, and we'll go to the Abbey. But yeah, we just got backup gun, which you guys know. You shoot bullets out your back. Malediction rounds, really, really good. Voodoo magic bullets. Basically, when we kill an enemy, there is a 35% chance that another random enemy in the room will die, which, as you can probably imagine, is quite strong. Because it does mean... How does this work, by the way? It does still drop fire, okay. Yeah, because it means that it can kill really big enemies literally instantly. So let's do this. Now, having Sling, we actually want to be directly below him to try and hit both shots, because the other shot will bounce off of the back wall. Now, unfortunately, this is a boss that makes that pretty difficult. But if we can get directly in line with him... we can make it so the other shot does hit for double damage. Which is a pretty rare instance in which you can do this and it actually matter. But I feel like the Sling is definitely one such instance. So we actually managed to kill that guy in only 15 shots, which I think is pretty darn good. The Sling is just so good to see. What does this do again? We've definitely seen this before, but I don't remember it. Mutagen has a small chance, small amount... Wait, what? Heals a small amount when the afflicted individual defeats a boss. Okay. Progresses in stages just like the Gungeon itself. I don't know where the hell I was reading what from to start with there. That was just me confusing everything. We didn't get an additional key, and we didn't quite get enough to buy one from the shop. So in that case, first of all, let's quickly check for a secret room. Honestly, I think I'm going to use this, because I feel like even though this gun is good, it's the gun I'm going to use least, early on at least. Especially now we have a very good boss killer. It probably would have been my boss killer otherwise, I think. But I am also slightly scared to use it on a boss. I feel like that could be quite dangerous. But yeah, I'm hoping we get some interesting guns to work with backup gun, because backup gun's actually an item from Vanilla Gungeon that's one of my favorites. You'll notice a trend in the weaponry that I like. I tend to really enjoy pretty much anything that's gonna add more bullets. If I'm gonna be firing any more shots, I'm gonna love it. So it being one of those means I quite like it. We could try and go for some other bosses here, but obviously the rat is a little bit unobtainable in this situation. There is by the way, something that I haven't mentioned or at least spoken about much. If you go to the jungle floor, there is an additional secret room that always spawns that will spawn the serpent that you can feed to fight the advanced dragon. So you can fight the advanced dragon without the weird egg or without going to the rat fight if you want to spend the extra time on that floor to find that secret room. It is quite a hard secret room to find. So I very, very rarely look for it, because that floor, just by the very nature of the layout of the floor being, as malediction rounds are doing its thing. Yeah, by the very nature of that floor being, oh god. Being so, like, no squares, there's not many flat walls, it means it's incredibly hard to find secret rooms. I don't even know if I got the key bulletkin. I don't think I did, which is a real shame. I genuinely don't know where it went. Just have absolutely no idea. But we did get 2 armor from that chance skin, which is pretty awesome. I could just buy the key straight up. I already have 1 key, so I'm going to wait on that. This weapon, by the way, pretty good. Pretty damn good. I'm liking it a lot. Dude, I'm guessing it increases the chance of these guys showing up, because it is very, very rare that you'd see 2 so close to it, one another like that. Unless that other room was like a guaranteed spawn. Considering it spawned a keykin and a chanskin, that is likely to be the case. This weapon's very, like, ammo efficiency is top tier. I feel like a big sort of rating for me for how good a weapon is. Excuse me. I don't think I've ever been hit into a pit by one of those guys. That is a first. Oh my god. Just get hit by everything, why don't I? The room's so big, I don't know where things are hitting me from. Well, I can see this is where the snipers are hitting me from, obviously. But, like, they're getting the timings right on when they shoot is a little bit hard. Malediction round is helping me out. You can hear that little sort of curse sound happening whenever the effect triggers. Speeds up some rooms significantly. But yeah, ammo efficiency is a really big reason in which I like a gun. Like, for example, in vanilla, mahogany is one of my favorite weapons because it's quite strong for the tier that it's in, but it's mainly because it's incredibly ammo efficient. Like, really, really ammo efficient. We got a secret room here. Nice. Not the best secret room of all time, but still. I think we'll just crack this open straight away. Hey, we got this thing again. I don't remember this thing being amazing. We have read the description of this, but I'll quickly scroll through it. Reloads gradually, can fire bullets to interrupt reload. Relic of the past, yeah. I don't want to like read through every single one that we've already seen, especially when we've seen it somewhat recently. If you've missed an episode, you can go back to them. But I will make sure to at least open the Ammonomicon if I remember, so you can go and read through it yourself if it's something that you may have missed on a previous episode. But all of you, every single person here watches every episode that I release. That's not a problem. There's not a single person here that doesn't watch every video. Wait, this is, however, new, a scrap trap. The strap even. This handmade seemingly, I can't read today. This handgun has seemingly been repaired at least 4 separate times, but never by an experienced gunsmith. Jamming regular pieces of metal down the barrel seems to work just fine. So fine, in fact, that you can repurpose the weapon's spent shells into ammunition for other guns. Okay, yeah, I do actually vaguely remember getting this. So, essentially, this is our backup plan. When we start getting low on other weapons, we can pull out that bad boy, and potentially refill our other weapons, or at least partially refill them. God damn. We've already got 1 curse, I don't need to take any more. I do like when I see those guys to take 1 or 2 curse from the goop. We've already got 1 curse, I'm fine with that. I always like to have at least 1. Sometimes I like to have up to 3, just for extra ammo drops when you've got a higher curse, and also potential higher money from jammed enemies, because they're not really overwhelming at that level. Okay. I'll try and use this thing a little more, because it is pretty good. I say that as it takes like 1,000,000 bullets to kill that guy. I captured that dude. I kind of forgot I did that. Okay, don't reload because it has a special bullet at the end. Got him. I think it's just an insta-kill, you know? Oh, no. Okay, no. It tried to charm him, I'm pretty sure, but it didn't work. Oh, hello. It's ballistic boots. A little bit of speed. I do not mind that. Hello, good sir. We're 150 out of 640. I'll think about it, my guy. I'll think about it. Right, let's go for the boss. Probably just gonna wang the sling again. Exactly the boss I was hoping for, to be honest. Gonna get this as my secondary. A boss in which I can line up with, like, pretty reasonably. I will switch whenever there's mini guys or rockets, though. Which seems to be all the goddamn time right now. Okay, pretty good fight. We're killing things very, very quickly at the moment. Or at least bosses. And there's our hunt done as well. Very nice. We got ourselves whatever this is. This is the sweeper. It's a minesweeper weapon. Nice. Used for clearing minefields with its forceful blast. The numbers, what do they mean? Nice. As if you get a Call of Duty reference in there. Right, so we want to go back to the shop. And we can grab this. And we can come over here and plug that in and go to the Abbey. We don't go to the Abbey very often, so I want to make an effort to go there. Cool. We'll head down and we'll see what this thing's like. It's only got 80 ammo, which makes me think it's going to be pretty good. I mean, it does sound like it's an explosive weapon, so it said forceful blast, so I'm assuming it'll be like a reasonably sized explosive projectile. But I'm not entirely sure. Maybe it'll be like a genuine, like, it lays down explosive mines. But it's a minesweeper, so I don't know. Like, from a gun point of view, it makes sense that it would drop mines. But from a reference point of view, it wouldn't make much sense. If it's the minesweeper, it wouldn't place down mines. Okay, cool. No, it doesn't. It just throws out a bunch of stuff, including a bomb. Nice. I was like, why is it shooting stuff backwards? But then I remembered. That's something that we've got going on with our specific stuff that we have. The item, the backup gun, that's the one. Okay, these guys are taking a beating. Whip out the big guns. I really, really like this weapon. Feels unique and like it visually looks good, it sounds right, and it feels really good to use, as well as it actually being a good gun. Like, true mark of a decent weapon. This thing's pretty good. I feel like this with an accuracy upgrade would be really nice. I will say, only having 80 ammo, for the damage, it's not an awful lot. But we can't get everything. Like, against this guy, I don't think it's really my best tool. But I'm going to use it anyways and see what... Actually, no, you know what? I take it back. That actually did really well. I think I just need to barrel stuff a little bit more. I just need to be close to the enemies so that I hit my explosive shot. Very bad dodge, they're all there. Yeah, I need to be close to the enemies so I hit my explosive shot and the rest of the shots. If I do that, it does pretty goddamn good damage. You tricky bastard. I didn't buy the key on the last floor, my bad. We do have Casey here, though. That's definitely a one to keep in mind. Unfortunately, we do have a Crapshooter, but it's a Crapshooter that isn't great. We've got Flame Chamber, which I think is dropping fire on reload, and I don't know what telekinesis is. It's only 24, so it's very affordable, but it would come with quite a bit of curse. I think I'm going to take it anyways. It's an active item. Okay. Well, let's see what it does. Pushes all enemies in the aimed direction. One hell of a headache. We'll see if that ends up being useful to us. And do we want Casey on top of that? Like, I kind of do, but I also, like, we don't need this to be a Casey run. We've got enough, like, going on right now. Okay, do you know what? that's actually better than I thought it would be. The range on it is really decent, and its recharge is really fast. So for rooms in which there's pits that are accessible, this one's kind of a little bit behind a wall. But it's actually pretty good. Like, if there's any floor-bound enemies in this room... Oh, God. Okay, no, unfortunately, these big guys, it's not happening. Okay, that was a very bad positioning mistake by me. Oh, this is a cool room. Whoever designed this, props to you. That's a really cool idea for a room design. Fairly easy enemies overall, but very overwhelming because of the high numbers. I love the idea. Oh, there's a cell door key here. Nice. Yeah, really cool. I like that in the Abbey, like, you can be a bit more creative with, like, having rooms that have, like, guaranteed gemmed enemies. I think that's something that the base game doesn't really play around with enough. There's only really, like, a few rooms on Forge, like, 2 rooms on the Abbey, and, like, 2 rooms in Bullet Hell that actually do that. Probably a few more than that, to be honest, but it's not many at all. This thing's almost out. I'm really enjoying using it, though. It is a fun weapon. That's an actual lock, right? I basically, I asked a consensus. Is it give key 1? I basically asked a consensus on the modding Discord if people would be cool with me doing this, and pretty much everyone said yes. So, cool. We unlocked Blessed Runs. That's pretty cool. No secret room there, surprisingly. We've only got 6 bullets left on this thing. Probably will fill it up if I get ammo soon, though. I think it's a priority fill, to be honest. But yeah, we can indeed get Brother Alban's chest on this floor. There's our boss room. Have we have seen our shop, okay. I do like the fact that I can push enemies through walls as well. That's rather nice. This thing's not amazing, damage-wise. It's got a cool gimmick, but damage-wise, it ain't the strongest of the bunch. Let's try use this thing for a little bit, and maybe we'll keep that as a backup. Oh, we got some of the new enemies here. Honestly, slightly scared to slow down these guys' bullets, because, yeah, look at that. Hellish. Yeah, the larger the enemy, the lighter the push from telekinesis, which is to be expected. Yes, I think I'm going to fill this genuinely. It's a pretty good gun to have as a quick little room clearer. Not entirely necessary to use on this floor, but like we could get away with some of our weaker weapons. But I quite like using it, so I am going to. So here's our other chest room. No secret room there either. Wow. Hello. We got this. So I vaguely remember what this does, and it's evil. It makes the game significantly harder, so I'm probably not going to for now. What up, good sir? It's great to see this guy in his little Christmas outfit. Honestly, Dallin went to such insane effort. Are you kidding me? I did kind of need that, but also I'm a little bit upset. I bought the key already. Okay, let's open up both the blue chests. Why not? Oh, wait, no. There's a synergy chest at the end of the floor. There's a synergy chest at the end of the floor. Let's save 1 key for that, shall we? Honestly, probably the sling again. It's pretty boring to keep using the sling, but it is our best weapon for the boss fights. And we also don't know what boss we're going to get. We got Old King this time, okay. I think the new boss that appeared on this floor the first time we went here is actually a bit easier than Old King, just because he has less health. I don't find the Old King too hard. I was just about to say, but I do want to make sure I don't get hit by the jammed bullets, and literally before it even left my mouth, he came in with the hotness. I do know generally how to fight this guy, but it does not mean I'm good at it. So forgive me if I take some really bad damage. I remember the old trick there where you press that circle against the wall. Okay, we got him good with the sling here. We're getting a lot of double hits. Unfortunately, another hit there. We got him. Wasn't too bad. We got hit, what, like 4 times, but we did get healed at the end of our fight because the item we have. Pretty nice. And we get to open a synergy chest as well, which could be good. We did indeed get a synergy. Too bad it's one that I don't care about. The synergy that I, really could not care less about. Unfortunately. We also got a key somewhere here. Where's the key? Oh, there it is. Okay. Right, let's take a little look-see at what this is. The eject button. On every floor, blocks 1 hit and send the user back 1 room instantly. An instantaneous transition device used by one Alfred von Peacock to avoid awkward social situations and escape the law. Just 1 press and poof, no more hard conversations. So it's going to be slightly jarring when that happens, but to block a hit every floor is pretty useful, so I don't mind it. Okay. Let's continue going, shall we? Let's continue going. Yeah, to block 1 hit every floor, I'd say that's pretty darn useful. Not to brag, but when I do better, I tend to only get hit 1 or 2 per floor, so that's a pretty significant reduction in the amount of damage taken over the course of a run, to be honest. Especially with that happening like once per floor. Kind of like a wooden cross from Isaac. You're getting 1 level of Holy Mantle, just 1 use for the floor. Just with the added benefit of the teleport. Although I say benefit, it's more of a nuisance than a benefit for the most part. But I guess that's why it's D tier. I feel like without the teleport, it probably would not be D tier. Right. I think we're going to go with these 2. I still want to use this electric rifle more. I feel like, I don't know, obviously I don't know what it's a reference to, so this might be a direct reference to a gun that is used in League of Legends, but I feel like the electric rifle is a pretty generic name. That's my only criticism. There's like so many different like electric-based weapons in the game that I feel like the electric, there you go. I feel like the electric rifle is just quite a generic name. But it might be a direct reference to something in the game, so... Yeah, oh, goddamn. He got pushed way further than I expected. Stay away from me. See, for enemies like this, genuinely super useful. By the time they get near me again, it's recharged. I'm going to just permanently keep them away. Makes our life a lot easier. Definitely going to try and kill him first. I'm curious to see how far that pushes these guys. Okay, it doesn't push these guys at all. Wow, we ran out of ammo very quickly on this thing. I thought I had a lot more ammo than that a moment ago. I have been using it a little while though, I guess. Personally, what I'd do with this weapon, again, this is only a suggestion and I don't know the reference, but based on the description, It appears to run on electricity rather than ammunition. I'd lower the maximum ammo to 500 rather than 1,000 and have it have a light ammo regen. So it's like so it is like it's charging up over time. I think that could be kind of cool. I don't know what, like, sort of how you'd balance the ammo regen to make sure it's, like, still useful but not too powerful. Cool. Taken care of. Oh, God. We could do RNG department, to be honest, this run. We haven't done that in a little while, and I don't know if there's any unlocks per character for doing that. They might well be. I don't remember all the modded unlocks off the top of my head. Okay, this thing's almost done with now. Skibbity hop down here. I said skippity hop, not skibbity hop, by the way, just then. Just to clarify. This room is dangerous. This room is very dangerous. See, for an enemy like this gun's pretty good. I guess we'll use the sticky crossbow for a little bit here. Not exactly that good. And then we'll pair that with a sweeper, then we've got double explosives going on. Chest here, I'll just open that straight up. Unfortunate, Frost Amulet isn't what I was looking for. Quickly go back to the shop and buy a key. Honestly, I'm going to buy the Saka pickups as well. I was hoping for another key, didn't get one. Did get some armor though. Not too bad, not too bad. I realized, by the way, that I did a Christmas episode yesterday, but I think I might thumbnail this one with all the Christmas stuff, because I really, really like the sprites, and I wanted to use them in the thumbnail, but we went to the belly of the beast, and I was kind of like, well, that takes precedent over the Christmas thumbnail, so... Ah, fuck. Wait. Yes, we managed to actually push enemies into the pit with it, that's great. We good, we good. I love the way he keels over so incredibly slowly. That enemy's so funny. Ooh, wow, what is this thing? The Blood Letter. Long ago, a hidden threat festered within the hegemony of man, veiled behind a myriad of organizations and protected by a tight web of intrigue and connections with the corrupt oligarchy. I never remember how to pronounce that word. Close enough. Of the hegemony. A vampire-worshipping cult known as the Carmen Eye slowly extends its tendrils around the throat of the vast human empire. The cruel weapon is but one among many that were designed and manufactured by The Name. In preparation for the bloody harvest, they plan to unleash when the timing was right. When an enemy is killed by this weapon's vampiric bullets, their individual powers collect into the creature's corpse and generate a ravenous vampiric aura, fully capable of consuming any that wander nearby. Sounds pretty goddamn good. There's always like one gun that you get that like ends up being the flagship gun. This feels like the flagship gun. Ooh, wow, it does not fire how I expected it to at all. I fully expected it to be like slow-firing needles, not like fast-firing drips of blood. Based on the little things there, I thought it was like needles, but it's drops of blood, I'm pretty sure. Okay, and there's the aura it spawns, look. So obviously not the most ammo efficient. Well, oh, damn it, error chest spawned. I don't know what I did, I'm sorry. I'm gonna give you 50, there you go. And boss, this probably isn't the best thing for the boss. I'm going to use the Minesweep for the boss and see how that does. I feel like it would be pretty good because it's an easier target to hit, a larger target, so more of the projectiles are likely to hit. That's definitely a blank moment right there. Yeah, hitting the explosive one, of course, most important, but the rest of them too. And it's doing a pretty darn good job. I think I misrepresented this weapon by using it as a room clearer. I think it's definitely intended to be a boss killer, based on the ammo count and the damage. We got crowner guns here as well. I see you, I see you. I'm pretty good at spotting those. I feel like chest mimics I fall for all the time, but pedestal mimics, most of the time, I catch them. We got the Crapshooter. Okay. Shoots a die whose face value corresponds to one currently shown on the gun. Dice have different effects corresponding to their face. 1 is weak, 2 is slow, 3 is... wait. 1 is weak, 2 is slow... Oh, wait, no. There you go, I've confused this. 1 is weak plus slow, 2 is normal, 3 is explosive, 4 is homing, 5 flak, 6 is strong plus piercing. The face shown on the gun cycles from 1 to 6, and shooting immediately resets the value to 1, so shots may be timed to repeatedly roll the desired value. Dice are the core component of several games, ranging from family-friendly ones like Monopoly to those that inevitably end in homicide, like Monopoly. The dice themselves are rarely the vessels used to carry out these acts of violence, but when stuffed inside a firearm, they provide to be at least a somewhat effective projectile, if not unpredictable ones. Interesting. I'm kind of curious to know why it's D tier. This, based on the description, this does not feel D tier. This sounds like it's going to be really good. Dude, the reload animation is insanely good. I'm probably going to use this a lot. I really like the sound effect as well. Yeah, I'm going to be honest. It surprises me that this is D tier. It feels like it definitely will be quite good, but it might just be one of those weapons that's like mysteriously in the brown chest pool. I feel like modders, as well as the vanilla game, just sometimes does that. We have one in our pocket right now. The sling is one such weapon. The sling's one of the D tier weapons that you pray to get when you open a brown chest. It's just brown chest is such yin and yang. You've got like one side where you've got like the club, which is genuinely almost completely useless unless you have something that benefits from firing a lot of weak bullets, which is very few things in the vanilla game. And then, yeah, you have the opposite side of it. And it goes for like every chest tier as well. Like one of my favorite weapons in the entire game is the Scrambler, and it's C tier, and it's like A tier. It's so good. Like there's the Polaris that comes out of A tier chests, and it's so much better than the Polaris. Like in terms of kill ability and ammo count, like how much ammo efficiency it has, the Scrambler is so much better. Oh god. I was hoping I could push that ghost away then, but I cannot. So why am I firing a bunch of wands? I need to work out how exactly this works. So do I have to like time my shot? If I just spam it, it just fires a bunch of wands. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, so it said that it always resets back to 1 to prevent you from spamming it and getting good results. So I guess that's one of the downsides. This is a really fucked room. You need to go, good sir. So yeah, if I get into a rhythm, I can what's happening? If I get into a rhythm, I can somewhat predictably fire the exact same bullet every time. It's a little bit hard to do, but you can do it, which I think is really cool. It's also really nice that it's bouncy because it does mean that it's working with backup gun, and it's pretty good so far. Okay, this room is slightly treacherous. Oh my god. We've got good health, so we're fine. I want to use the vampire gun a little more though. That gun intrigues me. It seems fairly weak to me, to be honest, for the tier that it is. Main reason being, actually, it's not the damage, it's the knockback. Like, it's got this effect where you kill an enemy and it leaves behind this aura that does damage to other enemies, but it has such insane knockback that the aura is going to always be pressed against a wall. So it makes the aura not very useful. Or at least hard to predict, hard to actually utilize. It's a really cool concept, though. But yeah, the knockback's actually insane. It needs, like, turning it, like, way back for the tier of weapon that it is. I don't even know who makes the vampire mod, to be honest. It's a cool mod. I don't think I've spoken to the creator. Yeah, it's actually really bad. But we were just speaking about how chests aren't always just black and white. They aren't always what they appear. You might get a weaker or stronger weapon, so it's not particularly a bad thing. But I'll be honest, in this case, it's kind of a bad thing. I feel like that it should definitely be at least a bit better than that. But yeah, I feel like with less knockback, it'd be nowhere near as bad. Dude, that powerful bouncy shot thing is amazing. If we fire that, we're golden. I should have just pushed him off the edge. What was I thinking? Where you at? You're gonna teleport away now, aren't you? Yep. How grimly predictable. We don't have a key right now, so we're looking for the shop before the chest room, really. When it said number 1 was slow plus weak, for some reason my brain assumed that to mean it would make the enemy slow and weak, not that the bullet would be slow and weak. I don't really know why. It was pretty obvious what it meant. But I thought it would apply slow plus weak. Nice. The fact there's an explosive one mixed in there as well is really nice. It's really good. I like it a lot. For a D tier, I would be happy anytime I opened this out of a D tier chest. Right, can we just, like, chill out with making rooms like this? Who is it that keeps doing this? I'm going to give you almost no space to move and place the enemies right in front of the door. And by the way, the enemies can fly. Oh, and yeah, they can teleport too. It's just like, nah. It's just silly room design. By the way, I did see a few people say they have interest in the competition. At the moment, I'd like to get at least 10 to 15 people that I can say for a fact definitely want to get involved before I do it, because I am putting up, obviously, like, it'll be like 50-something pounds bounty. So if I'm going to do that, I want to make it worthwhile. Oh, bugger. Do we have anything water-based? I don't think we do. That's a shame. That's a real shame. Didn't want that to happen. Is that an Among Us room? God damn it. God damn it, people. Excuse me? Why couldn't I roll over that this time round? I definitely could last time. Not entirely sure what that was about. Malediction rounds doing us a favour there. Yeah, backup gun is real nice with this. It does seem to always fire the same dice as well with backup gun, which is really nice because, like, I genuinely thought with backup gun it would just always fire a 1. Some guns do stuff like that sometimes. Oh, this is actually a pretty good weapon. This is the Fire Lance. We haven't seen this before, I don't think. Long explosive lances such as these are recorded to be some of the first gunpowder-based weapons in human history, beaten out only by crude bombs. Yeah, it's literally just a bomb on a stick. It's pretty good. For the tier that it is, it's pretty good. As if it went everywhere but the shop. Yeah, literally you can keep your distance and explode things. But it's kind of like a mass shotgun style thing where you want to be at the exact right range. I do realize there's a Cape Bullock here. I realize I could save him, but it would take me about maybe over 10 minutes, so I'm not going to. I apologize, my lad. I'll take ammo for this, I'll be honest. I don't see myself using too much of it, though. Does mean, however, that a gun munch would be quite good. We got a salmon roll. Increases roll distance, creates water when rolling. Roll into enemies to slow them. I will definitely buy a prize ball. Obviously, we'll buy the key as well. Let's go open this chest up and see what we get. See, now, this is where the problem arises. We have the electric rifle and the shock rifle. I feel like, considering how different these two guns are, the names are a bit too similar. Right, anyways, what do we actually want to slap our thingy onto? Maybe we do want to put it on this, but this is tricky. We got the Pepper Charm. Pepper Charm adds a high chance for fire. I think, honestly, I want it on this. Seems kind of good. Right, it is boss time. Let's go. Yeah, it's not really a boss killer, though, is it? Still, we're slinging it up. Okay, anything that might be a little bit better for the boss? I mean, to be fair, we established that last time that this thing's really good for the boss, so... And unfortunately, this boss isn't quite as large, so it's not as good. Not as reliable to hit every single shot. I actually can't believe I didn't get hit. That was such a terrible roll by me. I rolled right into him. Okay, we're all out, and then we'll, for the last little bit, let's just use some ammo from this thing. It's actually not bad. This attack again? Okay, he didn't even attempt to hit me there, really, did he? Nice one. Killed with the actual arrow itself as well there, not the detonation. It's kind of funny. Another mimic, and we got eye patch. By the way, how, with all the modding that's been done, do we not have a passive item muncher yet? What on earth is this? Eye patch, lower accuracy, more damage, you know it. Square bracket fires square wave energy beams, a remnant of an ancient cult of technomages versed in the dark arts of vector rotation. Brace for impact, you little so-and-so. Oh, that is cool. I like that. I like that a lot. Right, do we want to go this way? I haven't fought him in a little while. But the run is also getting kind of long already, and we do... I'd rather do bullet hell. I think there's an unlock still associated with bullet hell for us. As the, what's it called? This dude. Is there actually... I don't know, because I don't know how it works when you're unlocking the gunslinger. Because you do beat the Lich, but it then respawns you, so it doesn't count as a finished run, so do you get the unlock? I don't know if there even is a modded unlock for beating it as Paradox. There might not be. I'm just assuming there is. Oh god. Oh, that snow's very fiery. This thing's... like, really hard to hit with, obviously. Oh, God. Nah, I'm going back to my old classic. Where is he? Where is he? The dice gun. Dice gun, if used correctly, is real good. You just gotta make sure to, like, either get the timing exactly right between each shot, or just try and get a nice sporadic aim pattern so you're getting all the different shots every time, every magazine. That's kind of what I'm aiming for at the minute. I'm aiming for, like, a bit of everything. Because the explosive shots are really good, but so are the, like, really high-powered ones, and the flak shot ones as well. This situation is precarious. There's too much going on right now. Also, this has a high chance to set enemies on fire as well, which we've clearly been seeing working well for us. Oh, dude, we insta-killed that guy. No, not this attack. Bastard. Mini-boss here? Okay. Maybe this thing will be good against a mini-boss. We'll see what sort of damage it's doing. Because it doesn't, we can't knock it back, is my main thinking here. Nah, it's just not very good, unfortunately. What a shame. It's a cool weapon, but its damage is it's pretty pitiful. Let's go back to this thing. Ow, I'm taking some really bad damage at the minute. Paying more attention to what I'm hitting than I am myself. The thing with Gungeon, you always want to be looking at your own character, not the thing you're shooting at. If you look at the thing you're shooting at, you're gonna get hit. Let's poke him with some fire. There you go. Just to finish him off. Oh, wow. Quite a good little bit of stuff there. Okay, what am I doing? What am I doing here? I feel like I've kind of got so many guns, but I've not, apart from like the ones that are out of ammo and the dice gun, I've not really got anything that I want to use on a room-to-room basis. The dice gun is my jam, though. I love the way it reloads. I will admit, I don't fully understand its sprite. Like, if we take a look at it, I don't really know what it's trying to depict, because it looks kind of more like a taser. Like, what's these three little bits at the end? I don't know. Ow, I shouldn't have paused. Oh my god, there's so much fire in this room. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? The fire won't even go away. There's so much fire here. Dude, these enemies won't even die either. Thank you, Malediction Rounds, for saving me from that pain. Nice. Dice gun will carry me. And every now and again, I just fire a 1. Oh god, it killed that guy instantly, nice. Yeah, every now and again I fire a 1, I'm just like, yeah, my disappointment is immeasurable, and my day's ruined. I could use some ammo, please. I've got multiple guns that are out of ammo right now, all of which are very good. Die already, spider. I'm going to take ammo for this right now because I'm in the middle of using it and I need it. I realized other things probably would have benefited from that more. Hello, good sir. Wow. Fire strong lasers in the direction of an orbiting targeting reticle. That seems kind of fun. Also, the charge rifle. Seems pretty good. I'm going to go with this, though. That seems weird. What is this? What on earth? It's quite loud. Oh, God. When it hits, it's pretty good. Not exactly the easiest to hit with, though. Yeah, I seem to have this really strange audio issue about it. It's like, so you're hearing that this gun is insanely loud compared to the rest of the game. It's not actually the developer's fault. I seem to have this really weird issue with a bunch of different audio things in my game, where when modders add audio to things, it's just inexplicably loud on my game. Like, if we go to the options and look at my audio settings are, like, turned way the hell down. My game is still, like, super loud. Never been able to figure it out. I've reinstalled the game multiple times. It's never fixed it. No idea what's going on with it. This thing was probably not worth what I spent on it because of the ammo count, but it was fun. I didn't even read the goddamn ammonomicon. What are you doing? Fires a strong orbiting laser. The reticle orbits more quickly each time the laser is fired, and the orbit more slowly after a short period of inactivity. Initially designed with hundreds of AI-guided lasers around its perimeter, budget cuts during production led to replacing it with hundreds of lasers with a single laser that circles around the weapon's perimeter. Further budget cuts left the removal of the AI targeting system, resulting in a final product that's, while potent, incredibly inconvenient to aim. I would agree with the inconveniency. But when it does hit, it's pretty goddamn good. If you can more reliably hit this thing would be lethal. We're going for the chest room here, aren't we? Okay, we're out of ammo on it at least now, so we don't have to keep listening to that noise, don't worry. The noise is gone. Hello, bullet modifier. Dude, can this bullet modifier please go away? Like, you guys haven't seen this in the series yet, but that chest drops this bullet modifier so often, and I don't know why, and it's D tier. Killing enemies increases damage to up to 15%, taking damage reduces the boost. Going to a new floor resets the bonus, and it gives 1.5 curse. A representation of Tracker's Bloodlust given form by the Gungeon. It's not bad. 15% damage, certainly not bad, but it's like... I just wish it was a bit better. Table blank, I'll take that. Yeah, I wish it didn't show up so often as well. I don't know why it shows up so often. I don't know what that's about. Okay, boss time. Unfortunately, we really don't have a lot to play around with on the boss. I think Crown of Guns is going to be probably our best bet because it's reliable to hit a lot of shots with, just because it's a large boss. And it's got good ammo. And we don't have to think. Hold down the trigger and go. Damn it. Missed the blank on the first one. It's okay. And at range like this, I think we use... Oh, wait. No. Terrible idea. Terrible idea. We do not want those shots lingering. Damn it. I tried to play it cool and not dodge roll there. I should have just dodge rolled. Interestingly enough, if you hit the bullets they go down rather than across with this weapon. Right, I'll be honest, I'm not all that confident going into bullet hell here. Our ammo situation has me worried. We have multiple weapons that would be really good for clearing bullet hell, but we can't use right now. Nice, we got him there. We got him. We got him. I think under the circumstances, I might leave off bullet hell here. Because I don't think there's an unlock associated, and I do think I'm gonna die if I go there. I don't have a ton of HP. So I think I'm gonna leave off the run here. I won't typically do this on most runs. If there is an extra floor to go to, I will. But we are over an hour already, so I feel like I'm okay to cut it. And we did go to the Abbey this floor as well, which is something that we haven't done in a while. In fact, that's actually our first time fighting the Old King, surprisingly, which is kind of interesting considering it was been this long. Either way, I hope you guys did enjoy. Oh, wait a minute. We have something going on. This is not the normal cutscene. This is not the normal cutscene. Where are we going? Where are we going? Yeah, I was literally ending out the episode, but this is not normal. This is not so normal. So let's take a look at what exactly is happening here. Abbey of the True Gun, a timeless place. Ooh, okay. I know a little bit about this, but I will let this be a surprise for you. Yeah, as you can see, there is a fella. There's a person. How are you? I didn't mean to blank there, and I'm really, really, really sad that I did, because I might need that. Hello there. I don't see a lot of people down here. Actually, I don't think I've ever seen anyone else down here. Where are we? Technically, we're in the Abbey of the True Gun. The more interesting question is, when are we? Okay, when are we? We're suspended in time at the exact moment the Gungeon was created. I had ample time to reflect upon the existence of this place, believe me. How did I end up here? Presumably the same way I did. You entered the Gungeon to kill your past and succeeded. You discovered a great evil lurked in the Gungeon and banished it. Something inexplicably drew you back to the Gungeon. You loaded and fired the gun that can kill the past once more with no particular purpose in mind, and now you're here at the birth of the Gungeon. It's rather peaceful here, considering none of the Gundead have migrated beyond bullet hell yet. In my opinion, it's a very nice place to relax and reflect for a while. This is Armistice. You can call me Army if you'd like. Am I stuck here? Oh no, we can leave at any time via the usual methods. Taking the elevator in the room behind us, or dying. Where does the elevator go? Straight to bullet hell, the birthplace of the Gundead. It's a lot more crowded there now than it is in the present day. So I think that means that we can go there to like fight a harder version of bullet hell. A lot harder to fight through as well, yeah. You mentioned dying. It's temporary as ever, and very effective for leaving this place. Though there isn't much here that can kill you besides me. You couldn't kill me if you tried. There's no need for hostility. It's a moot point in any case. I come here to get away from all the fighting and rest. The rest of the Gungeon usually demands. I'm more than happy to share the space with you should you decide to stay for a while. It's truly preferred to not fight another Gungeon here. Admittedly, your alternative way out of here isn't particularly pleasant for you. It's not as if dying here is permanent either. So why not? I suppose we could fight. You prefer not going through bullet hell? Let's do it. Relaxation time is over. Good luck. Okay. Fighting time with this fella. This, by the way, this fight is insane. It's like one of the hardest fights I've ever seen in basically any bullet hell game I've ever played. It's ludicrous how difficult this fight is. So do not expect me to beat this. Interesting. I got teleported out because of that item. Have a feeling this fight maybe doesn't know what happens when that happens. Okay, I can refight you. Cool. I thought I'd broke it. But yeah, do not expect... I genuinely don't know what's happening right now. Like, look at this shit. How are you meant to know what's going on here? Okay, this weapon is terrible for this, because she is just not... I don't know. I don't know what you're doing right now. Oh, God. The missiles confuse me as well. That fight is batshit insane. I genuinely think I could fight that boss every episode for the next 40 episodes and I'd never beat it. Like, I know that everyone says that when they fight a hard boss, but that is insane. Most of those attack patterns are so insanely quick, I don't think that fast. But it's cool to have like a really, really, really difficult endgame challenge. So I respect the idea. Either way, that's going to be the end of this run. I hope you guys did enjoy, and I'll see you guys in the next one.